break time, I break for you. Alright. Okay, complex sentences. Okay, we have finished simple sentences, we have finished compound sentences, now we are going to complex sentences. Okay, complex sentences actually quite easy, alright, to understand. But we must know, alright, introduction. Independent clause. Okay, what is a clause? Remember, first lesson, I think I talked about a clause. A clause can be a sentence, or it can be a part of a sentence. Okay, remember, I told you, maybe Selena, you got to learn this. First, we have the letters. Okay, letters are like, what do we have? A, B, C, D, you know, whatever. Okay, letters, right? Then we have, from letters, we have words. Alright, like words, you put the letters together, then you have an example. B, O, O, K, they're not individual letters, but they bring a new meaning. Correct? And then from words, we have phrases. I have to be careful here. Phrases, alright? Phrases, we have a bunch of books. He is carrying a bunch of books. They bring a more complete meaning. Not just book means just in a general sense, a book. Alright? A bunch of books, that means a few books. Alright? They come together, a bunch of books. Then we got clauses. Clauses, all sentences. I have to be careful here. Alright? You know, clauses actually, they are part of a sentence. They are part of a sentence, but they can also be a sentence. If you put a full stop. Is that okay? Alright? But if you want to continue, then they become a sentence. They become a clause. Can be a sentence, but if you continue, then it can make it a complete sentence. Alright? So let's understand, what is a clause according to complex sentences. Alright? Let's understand this. We got independent clause and dependent clause. Remember, I told you independent. Korea is an independent country. It can stand by itself. Malaysia is an independent country. It can stand by itself. Dependent means it cannot stand by itself. Is that okay? Independent clause means they actually can be a sentence. Are you all following? Okay? Okay, alright, let's try and understand. The company uses robots. Can we put a full stop here? Yes. Yes. It's a clause, but it's also a sentence. Because if we continue, then this is a clause and this is the second clause. Is that okay? So the company uses robots, we can put a full stop here and say, this is a sentence. But if we continue, then we say, which can work 24 hours a day. Alright? So this is independent because we can put a full stop here. But when you say, which can work 24 hours a day, can you put a full stop here? No. Because it is dependent. It needs something in front of it. Is that okay now? Is that okay? Was it okay? Alright. The next one. Robots will replace employees. I hate this. Okay, one day you may have, ladies and gentlemen, we introduce to you. This is Mr. Ashok, the new version. He's a robot. Maybe he looks like me. Don't hate him. Wearing the same shirt. But not me. Maybe it will happen in the future. Alright? Robots will replace employees. Can we put a full stop here? Yes, that's why it's independent. It can stand by itself, alright? But if you continue, who cannot work round the clock? Okay, employees are human beings, they cannot work round the clock. Round the clock means 24 hours a day. Can you work 24 hours a day? Which is the longest flight for an airline cabin crew? Longest flight, as far as you know, Austin. Usually. 16? Yeah, I think about that time, 16. I still remember when I was first traveling from KLIA, but then not KLIA. I think it's just KL Airport. are over 1 million. Can we put a full stop here? Yes, that's why it's an independent clause. You all understand now? Is that okay? Alright, that's why it's an independent clause. But we cannot say, because production needs the buyer's demand. Because production needs the buyer's demand. That's only part of a sentence. That's why it's dependent. Is that okay now? Alright, so that's the only difference. Okay, once you understand this, then you know. Alright, the dependent clause cannot stand alone. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Is that okay? So words such as which, who, and because above are called subordinating conjunctions. They are subordinating conjunctions. So we must know subordinating conjunctions also. In general, use the following formula. IC means what, Austin? Independent clause, followed by, is there a comma, a semicolon here? No. Alright, then we have a subordinating conjunction. Alright, okay. Do we have a comma or semicolon? No. And then dependent clause. Or it can be the other way around. Dependent clause first, subordinating conjunction, independent clause. It can be also. Alright. Example. I went home. Can we put a full stop here? Yes. But since we want to continue, you see I went home after. That's a subordinating conjunction. After what? After my school closed. Then full stop. Then it becomes a complex sentence. Is that okay? Clear? Okay? Okay. Words such as which, who, and because above are called subordinating conjunctions. The subordinating conjunctions are as follows. Because so many subordinating conjunctions. As long as it's not coordinating, but they can add meaning to a second part of a sentence, then it's subordinating. Is that okay now? Alright? That's why I say relating to time, relating to people, relating to things. You know, people, we can use who or that, that's not wrong. Relating to things, which or that, relating to condition, as if, even if, unless, relating to reasons, all this, relating to purpose, all this, these two, relating to contrast. We always use although. We use although a lot of times. Yes or no? Although JJ is sick, he still came to college. Why is there a comma? Because here, no comma. Here, no comma. Why did I put a comma? Because the dependent clause is in front. Although JJ is sick, can you put a comma, full stop there? I mean a period there? No. Can you understand? So that's why to break the clauses, say although JJ is sick, comma, he still came to class. So the independent clause is he still came to class. Is that okay now? Can follow? Alright? Okay, that's good. I'm feeling good with you people, but I'm not feeling good with the other four fellas. I feel like I want to kill them. Next lesson. Okay, alright. The category is marked with an asterisk. You all know this sign, right? What do you call this? This is. Don't say star or kill you. Flower. No. What do you call that? No? It is called an asterisk. Right? Computer language is called asterisk. Asterisk. Is that okay? Alright? Learn new words. It's good. Okay? It's called an asterisk. The categories marked with an asterisk can be put at the beginning of the sentence. Alright? Asterisk. Okay, they can be put at the beginning of the sentence. In such a case, please put there you see. Please put a comma. Please put a comma after the dependent clause. That's why I said, although JJ was sick, comma, he still came to class. If you put the independent clause in front, JJ came to class although he was sick. No comma. use a pronoun. They